All right, take two. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Winds of Earrenia, our ongoing D&D campaign here on Bold Wolf Gaming. I usually forego announcements now that we pre-record. However, if you are following along with the program, this was recorded during the OGL controversy, or the immediate aftermath of it. And I did want to announce for our viewers who are interested, when we move on to Campaign 2, we will be transferring over to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We've been considering it for a while, even before the OGL drama, and that has mostly sealed our decision. So when we reconvene after the move, we will be playing a new system, and we hope everybody who's watched so far will be interested in following us there. So, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's game. Alright.
Your camera's in front of everything.
Definitely went straight to Zelda for me too. Oh, yeah. And now Discord. Oh wait, maybe. No, I'll take the voice. There we go. Alright. Oh. I'm in this weird little corner. Is that good?
Those are little sugar for me to get up.
What?
Yep.
You don't want the Sour Patch Kids or the Swedish Fish.
I don't like Swedish fish. I do like Sour Patch Kids, but for some reason, ever since having Valencia, I can't eat Reese's Fish.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you should see my dad's
Alright. What's that?
Second the one I was going to he doesn't like fish.
I'm sorry, Whitey, but you're not going to be able to force me to eat those.
Got some Sour Patch.
I'm just kidding, more for me.
Alright, when we last left off. If you wanted to be a good girl, you can tell us. The Regulators made their final plans to get the Jarl into the Quorum of Earrenia and made their way to the Imperial City, where they convened with Ephid at a recreation of the tavern that her parents ran when she was younger. While making preparations to make sure that prying eyes were nowhere near where they would have Serenity parked in advance, Malcolm decided to purchase theater tickets for some of the residents in the area. And during his trip to go purchase those tickets, he noticed a new feature of the Reaper's Hand, his god-killing weapon. He was drawn to a woman walking the street, and as he followed her and learned about her, he determined that she had extended her life beyond its natural means. Not even known by her, but regardless, she was living beyond her time. And he realized that it is now his job as the champion of death to make such people move on. After dealing with this, the team reconvened, and the following morning made their way to Serenity and destroyed the dome on top of the Quorum of Earrenia meeting place, dove into the building and sealed it so that the members of the Quorum were not able to escape. They dealt with the guards by putting them to sleep and released the Jarl from his magical transportation, and that is where we pick up. So, I believe when we stopped, you had called for everyone to calm down?
Yes, I used my thaumaturgy and made my voice moving several times louder.
And he's still here.
Alright, so you get everybody to calm down for a moment, and as they do, you look over and you see one of the representatives from Earrenia itself lean over the balcony with a stern look in the direction of the Jarl. Jarl Vasser, I want an explanation for this. And cascading off of him, everybody in the room starts shouting at different times, trying to talk over each other, demanding answers. Now that the panic has subsided, it is now being replaced by frustration and anger. And you watch the Jarl take a deep breath and let out, because he is a lion person, CC.
Yeah, I did not know that until a few days ago.
Lets out a loud roar which echoes throughout the chamber, and again, calm begins to settle. Gentlemen, this noise and commotion does not become you. Please take your seats. I'm more than happy to explain why I'm here. So they're now all on the wrong balconies because they were going in and out of those doors, trying to escape the quorum, which is now magically sealed. They all managed to find their way to the right set of doors to get them back to their own balcony. And they try to take their seats. Finally, the leader of the Earrenian delegate, who is Scalir Pedersen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that last name properly. Please, nobody from Scandinavia, don't call me out on it. So he kind of puts his arms out. All right, Vassar, you have a captive audience, quite literally. Let's hear what you have to say for yourself. Foster gives him a nod. Ladies and gentlemen and others of the quorum, I apologize for the intrusion, but all the same, I thank you for your time. What I have to say is very important, and unfortunately it requires... and he grabs the sphere from you. I don't know, I can't remember if I said he did that before, but he grabs the sphere that he came in and kind of paces around, gives all of the balconies equal attention. In fact, probably the other balconies more attention than the representatives from Earrenia, but trying to show his due respect to the other countries. It will require me to go quite far back in time. Back before our known recorded history. Much of what I say may come as a shock, but if you seek out a sage from the Church of Udal, and he kind of gives a significant look towards Teresia, assuming you haven't run them all off, you will be able to confirm much of what I've said today. Many thousands of years ago, there were two gods. I should probably have this information up in front of me.
We're able to turn down these two ones today.
I have no control over them because we just replaced our router.
Okay.
I can try to redirect a little bit. Is that better?
A little bit. Just super bright.
Actually, you know what?
It's like
I don't know if it
sun.
helps much anyway for you guys.
Oh, that does that.
That does help.
That helps a lot.
Alright. Didn't darken you guys
Probably
too
not
much.
for here, but here.
Alright. Sorry, where was I? Alright. Yes. Mantus and Eldeth. These two gods created the realm that we know. One was a goddess of light, life, and order. Her brother, Mantus, was the god of darkness, chaos, and death. And so our ancestors lived in this world of fluctuating chaos and peace for many years. Until one day Mantus decided that it was not good enough, and killed his sister. The world was cast into what we have known in myth as the Millennium of Darkness. 4 Eternals discovered the largest piece of Eldeth's heart here on the mortal realm. They sacrificed their way of life and ascended to take Eldeth's place. In turn, they chose 4 champions from amongst the mortals, gave them powerful weapons, and sent them to destroy Mantus. In the end, they simply locked him away in his own realm. But there were those who followed Mantus devoutly. And unbeknownst to these champions, or their order of knights, the Regulators, a cult, kept his name alive, and plotted for thousands of years for his return. They recently, within the last 100 years or so, began to gain political power. You would know this cult as the Temple of the Black Star. They weaseled their way into our political systems, gained more followers, and collected the pieces of a puzzle that would allow them to bring Mantus's return. The descendants of those original 4 champions that sealed Mantus away, 3 of which are in this very room with me, managed to prevent his return. However, in the lead up to trying to release Mantus's power against us once again, they summoned one of his old lieutenants, a god you may know as Orcus. And he established his anchor in our realm in the city of Haim. He looks over at Rumlin, which I believe is part of the reason for this meeting being moved up, if I am correct. At this point, everybody's looking a bit concerned, a little bit guilty when he brings up the Temple of the Black Star, because they all realize something was up there after the chaos that you saw ensue when you sealed away Mantus. So, these 3 remaining champions, who had already sacrificed much to save our world, they vowed to use their birthright to go after Orcus as well. What many of you may not know is that along the way, many other things were in motion. Several months ago, bringing up so many old names right now, I have notes in front of me. Several months ago, I had plans on our representative from Palhas to bring a vote to the floor in the Elder Council. Nilra was going to propose the possibility of allowing certain provinces of the Empire to secede, specifically starting with Palhas. The need for a central empire no longer seemed like a need. However, these plans did not sit well with someone in power. First, one of Orcus's, and he looks a little guiltily, kind of avoids eye contact with the 3 of you for a moment. One of Orcus's operatives killed our Empress, allowing our current Emperor to come to power. You may have noticed after the Empress's fall, that the Temple of the Black Star was allowed to operate within this empire once again. That is because the Emperor has been working with Orcus and the cult to bring back his master. And when he discovered my plan to legally and peacefully separate from the Empire, he sent someone to kill me. And at this point, the Iranian delegation, everybody else is listening very patiently. But the Iranian delegation is looking frustrated and, irritated that he has control over the floor. The accusations you are making are very serious. And making them falsely is treason. You come in and spin this tale. Tell me why I shouldn't arrest you right now.
Because I'll shell ashore with your ass if you try.
Because I have witnesses. And he waves his hand over the crystal, and a body begins to appear on the floor, and where you are probably expecting Alexandra, I believe he was full elf, appears, and it takes you a moment to recognize him, but it is the former Palhas representative to the Elder Council, the man you interrogated some time ago after the attempted assassination of the Jarl. There's a gasp from the members of the Elder Council, and Scalier says, Dilron, you've been missing for months. Where have you been? Ladies and gentlemen of the council and the quorum, many months ago, as the Jarl says, I was planning to bring a motion to allow the secession of Palhas. After that happened, the Emperor captured me and brought me to a secret chamber beneath the Imperial Palace, where members of the Temple of the Black Star, or the Cult of Mantus, as they were truly called, threatened my family unless I helped arrange the assassination of Jarl Vasser. Though what I did was treason even within the province, the Jarl had the grace to spare my life, but allowed everyone to believe that I had passed. It is true what he says. The Emperor is working with the same demon god that has taken over Haim and is trying to take over our continent. Scalier says, this is a lot to process, but you expect us to believe somebody who has admitted to committing treason. Is this the best you have?
You have the three champions standing here. Therefore, more witnesses.
Voster says, it's all right, Mira. If you do not believe him, perhaps you will believe our Empress. And he puts his hand over the globe again, and Alexandra appears on the floor, gasps from all of the delegations. The Iranian delegation is just falling over themselves. It takes a very long moment for Scalier to be even able to speak. Empress, I saw your body. How is it you stand before us here today? It's all right, Scalier. The body you saw was my double. I have known that someone would attempt to assassinate me since I was a child. And for all intents and purposes, though I am your Empress, as far as everyone in this room is concerned, I am still dead. That is an order to the Iranian delegation. Of course, I cannot force the delegates of the other nations to keep their mouths shut, but If you try to reveal publicly that I am not dead, it will be denied. Killer says, so what the Jarl is saying is true? Yes. Orcus, the lieutenant of the elder god Mantus, had someone attempt to assassinate me. I allowed you all to believe I was dead so I could fulfill my true destiny. With Mantus sealed away, our new threat is Orcus. With no master to keep him under control, he may be even more dangerous than Mantus. But the military action at the border with Rumlin is futile. It will require resources well beyond the Imperial Vanguard. These champions have weapons that could have killed Mantus himself, and they are the only ones who can deal with Orcus. But my brother must also be dealt with. Scalia tries to process this for a few moments. Your Highness, what is it you want us to do? Well, I believe the Vossar has a political matter to deal with before we begin. And Vossar nods to her. As stated before, it is our intention to secede from the Empire. Now, more than ever.
What is that?
She's happy.
Snapchat didn't mean this.
We will also be taking Freelos province with us. So, we ask that the Elder Council approve the secession of our two provinces, and we ask of the Quorum that you accept us into the Quorum itself. After that matter is complete, we will tell you exactly what needs to be done to deal with Orcus once and for all. But Palhas and Freelos no longer see any future for themselves within this empire. Alexandra chimes in. One of my final orders as your Empress is for the Council to allow the secession of these two provinces. The Empire will survive just fine without them. The Earrenia delegation chatters among themselves for a few moments. We unanimously agree Palhas and Freelos provinces are now a recognized nation of their own and no longer part of the Iranian Empire. But the quorum situation, of course, is a vote for the entire quorum. So, the Iranian delegation puts a motion on the floor that the new Kingdom of Palhas is accepted into the quorum. And then they go counterclockwise from there. The next to speak what happened? Oh, you're burning up. Who's next? Rumlin. Well, I sympathize with your cause. I'm not entirely convinced this is not Earrenia trying to get two bites at the apple, so I will vote no. The next to chime in is Cassena. Palhas has been wonderful neighbors to our free lands. And I trust Jarl Vossar's intent, so I will vote yes. Karchanak chimes in next. A Karchanakian woman steps up. You notice that their delegation doesn't have a clear leader at the beginning, and they seem to just choose somebody to step forward anytime somebody needs to speak. Surprisingly, Karchanak has to agree with Rumlin. The nature of your approach to the quorum gives us some pause, so we will vote no. And finally, it comes down to Teresia, and the representative who leads their delegation smiles somewhat slyly.
Come on, I like your toast. Don't let me down.
Jarl Vossar, as you know, we have had some conflicts at, well, I suppose it is your southern border now, in Freelos. Everybody else reacts somewhat surprised to this, especially the Earrenian delegation, which Vossar kind of looks over his shoulder to see their reaction when he says that, yes, this is what happens when you pull your military out of your most vulnerable provinces. Please continue, Delegate. Well, you are by no doubt aware now of the territory that I am interested in. The central region of the Empire has always been the most desirable area for trade, and your Freelos province has always made it difficult for our merchants to get to the center of the Empire without being taxed along the way and drained of supplies. So, my vote will be dependent on an agreement. If you are willing to give up the disputed territory so that we can have a free trade route to the center of the Empire, we will vote yes. Vossar gives a polite nod. I understand your reasoning, and it's very reasonable. I have an alternative proposal.
I have a counter proposal.
Malcolm doesn't kill you right now.
The problem, of course, would now be exacerbated since we will be a separate nation standing between you and the Empire, and that would not be fair to you. So what I propose, we will give up the territory, or a similar stretch of territory at least, to what you are fighting for, but we will not give it to you. We will create a neutral, military-free buffer zone between the former Freelos province and the Teresian theocracy. I can't remember exactly what I called it. I will give up part of my personal fortune to build a highway connecting Teresia to the Empire. The zone will remain free of our military and free of our control. Cities and towns, of course, will crop up along the route and will benefit us from new trade on both sides of the border. Does that sound acceptable? Teresia is kind of taken aback. All of the other delegates are kind of like chatting in his ear while he's clearly trying to think, and he chews them away.
Also, go buy some of these airships. They're really nice, and they got whole stuff for you. We don't get royalties from it at all.
You're proposing to spend your own money, not the treasury. Your own funds to build a highway that we will share the benefits of, provided it is not owned by Teresia or yourself and our military remains outside of it. With obvious exceptions, of course, if people within that region find themselves in trouble. Representatives from both of our militaries will, of course, be able to go in to keep the peace. But otherwise, it will simply be a free trade route. Untaxed, creating new trade opportunities for both of our countries. New people to sell to along the way as you make your merchants make their way to the empire. And everyone's happy. You have a deal. Perhaps we need to sign a contract before we make our vote. And Kasena chimes in. We will certify this deal and hold them accountable if they do not keep their end of the bargain. But we trust Vossar explicitly, so we were more than comfortable backing this deal. Very well then, Teresia votes yes. Scalier stands back up. The motion carries. The Kingdom of Palhas is now a member of the Quorum of Kriomand. So now that this has been dealt with, what is to happen with Orcus? Alexandra steps forward. To the representatives of Rumlin, I apologize that my brother tied the council's hands in letting you know what's going on. Of course, he did not want anyone to find out his relation to the problems that were going on. But, yes, there is a great threat on our shared border. And we do need to have a military presence there. However, to the Earrenian delegation, we need to pull our troops back and have them create a defensive perimeter. Every one of our soldiers who dies on that battlefield comes back fighting for Orcus. The champions are the only ones who will be able to deal with Orcus himself, and we have acquired some resources that in time will allow us to more safely fight in the battlefield between us and him. And I know this is historically unprecedented, but I would suggest that the Council welcomes battalions from any other nation that wishes to participate to help us create this defensive perimeter and eventually fight this enemy. We'll go over the fine details of this later, but the first thing that needs to be done, though I am not returning as your Empress, my brother cannot continue to rule. His interest is not in the preservation of this empire or the people within. He's only interested in his own power, and he must be stopped. Scalier
His revolver, so.
gives a slight bow. We will have members of the Vanguard dispatched to the palace immediately with orders to arrest the Emperor. No, Scalier. That is too dangerous. My brother was working with an ancient god. There is no telling what he is capable of. It would be best if we allowed the champions to handle this. Very well. She pulls out two scrolls. I have already signed and sealed this. It only needs the council seal. This is a writ that will allow the champions to enter the palace and deal with my brother once and for all.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna kick some ass.
And this will explain what needs to be known by the guards within the palace so that my status is still protected. The council seals off on both scrolls.
Yeah.
Very well. So we have it. The Skleer holds the 2 scrolls down for any of you guys to take.
I reach over and grab them.
One or both? Both of it.
Alright, so there it is. We wish you luck on this difficult task. Empress, if you are not returning to the throne, your brother has no heirs. What will we do from this point forward? We will discuss that in due time. For now, we should let the champions go deal with their work. Malcolm, Mira, Echo, Zuko. It's with a heavy heart I send you to do this. But my brother must not remain in power, and I doubt you'll be able to take him alive. So do what you must.
I don't relish the fact of having to kill your brother first. But what needs to, if that's what needs to be done, I will take on this task.
The faith of the Empire. There's just so much. The Empire, the Order of the Crystal Eye, and all of Earrenia goes with you. Good luck.
Has it been long enough that we can walk out of the doors now?
You can actually mentally dispel the.
Okay.
So
That'd be
you.
awkward.
So is the quorum directly attached to the palace?
No, it is slightly like a few blocks down, essentially, kind of like the Capitol and the White House. You know? I'm sorry. What'd you say, Echo?
I said it'd be funny if we tried to leave the room and we just ended up somewhere else in the room.
Falling from the ceiling? Did anybody fall from the ceiling?
No, I was tempted to do that, but I'm like, that would kill them. So we're.
They would stop trying to escape them.
They were unalive.
All right. So, you guys make your way out of the quorum.
Yeah, we have these scrolls. I would say we probably want to go right up to the front gates and not like fly into the palace. We probably just walk.
Yeah.
Not sure what you guys are thinking.
I think walking is less, oh shit, everybody arms up. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have I'm gonna go on the box Casper and tell Dustchin to kind of like pull back to that clearing that he was in.
Okay.
And just kind of holding pattern in case we need him. But
Hi, Captain. I'll be listening up for you.
and who did we kill at Rumlin? Was it just one of the nobles?
Yes, we
Okay.
have the one that your father worked for and then was enslaved by, essentially.
I was tempted to ask the Rumlin delegates how he was.
You did. Oh, I forgot to mention this. You did get the cut. There was this odd look from the Rumlin delegate most of the time. He kept looking at you. Why does he look so familiar? But you never seen
I've been on a wanted flyer once or twice.
the Rumlin delegate. The leader of that delegation was
No, the other guy, the noble.
the one he killed.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Roman something.
Empire Research Palace, Main Kaida, Banquet, Malcolm's father, Daimyo, Roman Davalos.
Roman, I was right.
Yeah. I'll throw the chaos before we leave.
Yeah, so I guess before we leave, I'm like, how is Daimo Davalos?
Deceased.
Death comes for all men eventually. And I walk out.
Love it.
You can feel his eyes following you out the door, but he does not say anything. Alright, so guys walking or riding down the street?
I'm gonna bust out my horse. for sure.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Undead sword sticking out of his head and all.
Zuko, you doing the same? Alright, and
You're
Echo, I assume you're hopping on...
Miro's horse.
Miro's
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so as you make your way on the street and you summon your horses, streets are feeling a little chaotic. You get the impression of a ripple effect of the stone army at the gates, causing people to panic a little bit, or at least be uneasy. So you make your way through the crowd, down the street to the gates of the palace. You can still see the faint outline of blood on one of the palace walls where the body of Alexandra's decoy was displayed.
Dang. It's still there.
You can tell they attempted to clean it off, but it's very expensive, light-colored stone. They were not able to get the stains completely out.
So that's gonna be there forever.
They just need some coke. I mean,
So you make your way to the
Cocaine
gates.
or Coca-Cola?
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, some Coke.
yeah, Coca-Cola. Yeah. They'll strip that blood right out there.
Alright, so you make your way down the streets, head towards the gate. Guards are super on edge. Immediately have their weapons drawn in your direction when they realize your trajectory. And step away from the gate to meet you.
I motion for them to stand down and pull my horse up short, kind of twirls around a little bit, and I hand them down the scroll.
They timidly, one of them takes it and kind of takes a step back while the other guards keep their weapons aimed at you.
Yeah. You might need a move, babe. Just to so he's more comfortable. That's probably not very comfortable.
Yep. Probably, so I'm going to put the pause screen up here just so I know where to cut. Wait, did I remove the...
The what?
Yeah, I removed the break screen.
You getting hot flashes, baby?
Did he go to the bathroom or something?
Huh. Maybe he went to the bathroom.
He didn't eat pizza. That cheese, though.
Huh?
So he did eat some cheese. So maybe he's lactose intolerant.
It's a possibility. I am, but I still do it. I don't care about cheese. I drink milk. I don't care what it says. I'm an adult. I can handle it. Valencia, on the other hand, though, freaking lunch ladies are being mean. I'm not sure where he is.
Where was he?
Was he outside?
Didn't realize because the door was up there.
Are you okay? No. You keep running into shit.
Alright. So, they read the writ, and then he signals another guard to go get their commander, who comes out after a few minutes. Excuse me. He comes back out. Commander reads the writ. The other guards are clamoring, asking the commander what's going on. Stand down, men. Stand down and go home. Captain, what are you talking about? It's an order from the council. We're to stand down and from the looks of it, you should be looking for other work.
Damn.
Go ahead and go home. He gives you a nod, says, I can bring you to the Emperor. He locked himself away in his court about the time the army showed up at our gates.
Oh, he knew. He knew he's screwed.
So he goes ahead and guides you through the gates. Doesn't bother having them closed behind him. Brings you into the palace. And deep into the center of the building. All along the way, as he sees the guards, he tells them to get people out of the palace. Any civilians or servants and all that stuff. And tells everybody to leave. And does the same when he gets to the bottom of this elegantly decorated.
While we're going through the castle, do I notice anything of value that's small enough to fit in the wizard's door?
Yes.
Let's see, you see paintings. There's occasional pedestals with pieces of art. Vases and stuff like that.
Oh, we're gonna get our way out. We're gonna clean this place out.
Yes.
Alright.
It's like, fuck.
I mean, fucking next campaign, I'm playing a goddamn pro, so it's gonna be fun fucking taking shit.
So, you get to the bottom of the staircase that actually goes into the wall. A covered staircase. There's two guards standing at the bottom. And he says, is the Emperor still inside? Yes, sir. Alright.
That they're aware of. Maybe he had somebody to teleport away.
True.
Alright. This is an order from the council. He hands the second scroll to them. Go through the rest of the palace, make sure everyone has evacuated, and all of the guards are standing down. The guard reads the paper and says, alright, yes sir. And they leave. And he turns to you. Alright, as far as I know, he is up those stairs. He looks around. I know I'm not supposed to ask this, but is it true? Our Empress lives.
She didn't want anybody else to know.
But clearly the one that he sees has her seal on it. But he's also been told that he's not supposed to tell anybody. He's just asking you because clearly
Oh, okay.
you are in the know.
As far as you know, the Empress is dead.
He looks kind of disappointed. But trying to process like the words behind the words.
Like the words between the lines.
That's a relief. I saw the body myself. Broke my heart. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad she's in a better place.
Pause.
He kind of looks up the stairs. Always knew there was something wrong with that boy. Maybe it's not his fault, bastard and all.
When one does business with evil,
It corrupts the mind.
it's their fault. It's their choice.
Well, you do what you need to do. Wish you luck. He quickly walks down the hall away from
A
you.
power walks.
I can't remember what the guy's name is. The Emperor.
Jackass.
Jakas? Emperor Jakas.
Murderer.
Emperor Muckduck. That's why they call it muck duck and not Irma. That's why they call it murder and not muck duck.
Sometimes I depend on World Anvil a little bit too much.
You created your world, but what's wrong with depending on it?
Well, like I put stuff in World Anvil and forget to put it in my regular game notes.
Well, you'll learn.
We just never really talk about this guy, so I don't
That's
know
true.
his name.
Vellum Extra.
Vellum Extra?
Sounds like a spell.
Vellum Extra!
Actually, what is the two dots over and O? How do you pronounce that?
Over an O? I thought it was an ooh.
Vellum.
Extrum?
Extreme?
Even more so.
You're not wrong.
Vellum Extreme!
Alright, so he walks away. All you need to do is walk up the stairs, so I'm assuming that's what you do?
Yeah.
Alright.
Does the heavily armored person want to go first?
No.
Booby traps?
Booby traps.
Did she just point in her chest and say booby traps?
Yes.
Play my trap card. I mean, I don't have anything to really sense any traps. Does anybody have fucking detect magic? Have we never ever got anybody?
All you've
learn
ever had was
detect
that,
magic?
magnifying glass.
I guess I can pull it out and see if I see any kind of wards or anything before we head up the stairs.
Yeah, you
You
don't
do
want to
not
try and...
detect anything magic on the staircase.
Damn it, that was correct.
Matt regrets having ever given us that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does. He definitely does. I'm pretty sure there's like several things.
I just realized we never put the microphone back.
I'm pretty sure there's several things he regrets giving us this campaign.
Magic carpet.
Yeah, definitely that.
My invisibility ring.
He's like, next campaign, no fucking flying carpets.
Unless they're found.
So, are you making your way up?
Are you gonna leave your magic carpet somewhere for your next character?
Oh my god! That'd be great.
20 years later.
I kind of wish I had something to just like grab and throw to make
was
sure
that?
there are no traps.
That was my blood pressure machine. I accidentally
Are you
pressed the
okay,
blood
Milo?
pressure button. It's
Are you
low.
stressed out?
No, it's just really low.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my best, but it's like 70 over 60.
Good lord, how are you alive?
Jeez.
Mine's on the other end of the spectrum.
Foundation for it. That's why we keep making the joke that we need to trade blood pressures.
Alright, well, let us know if you need,
Mine's good.
if it gets too bad, we can always try to cut the session short and try to finish this one later in the month.
Alright.
I'm just gonna walk in. Walk up the stairs.
Alright,
Are you gonna kick through the door?
there are no doors, it's just a staircase, essentially, that's the threshold.
Where's the fun in that?
Like,
So he's just in like the big like grand hall or whatever. Or?
Yep.
And he can see us coming?
There's no other doorways to the staircase.
As far as you can tell, no.
Wow, I'm hoping the guards would have blocked any other ones.
Alright, so you make your way up.
I'm just gonna flat out say,
Are you gonna use your roaring voice?
yeah.
Nice. Bless you.
Vorm Ekstrom, or Ekstrom, whatever the hell your name is.
Lord Jackass.
Your reckoning has come.
So you make it to the top of the staircase, and you find yourself in a large hexagonal room. All polished stone. The floor is a dark bluish green marble. The baseline of the wall, most of the walls, especially the back walls, is cerulean blue, as well as the raised platform, the dais. There's a silver throne at the back with a large silver eagle emblazoned on the wall. Sitting in the throne, one leg over one of the arms. Long, greasy black hair.
Wait, so like one of his legs is over the armor throne, but he's just like splayed.
Yep, essentially, just kind of. You immediately get
Shown his codpiece.
You immediately get the impression of a angsty teenager.
Oh, for the love of God.
And he's very skillfully moving a large blue sphere in his hand, kind of like Bowie in Labyrinth, but with one hand.
I love that movie.
And he's looking at it, and he
Feeling
has not looked at the staircase as you've come to the top, but acknowledges you as he speaks. The champions of the Fira. I should have known you had something to do with this. And he finally glances up as all of you have made your way to the top. 3 of you, anyway. I must admit, I should probably thank you. I'm not an idiot. I knew dealing with Mantus, when I stopped being of use to him, some sort of reckoning would come. But I got what I wanted. And in the end, you made sure he never showed his face. So thank you. Aside from the ungrateful attitude of Orcus, this all turned out for the best. So, you've come to kill me, I take it?
Death comes for you.
No. You don't have to kill him if he's gonna. Right?
He's gonna die.
I mean, if he puts.
He stops twirling the sphere and stands up from the throne, walks towards the end of the platform, holds the sphere in his hand, and kind of gives you a curious look. How many people have you lost? Your destiny, completely out of your control. You were here to kill Mantus. You were destined before you were born to deal with Mantus. And how many people did you lose along the way to that goal?
I lost my best friend. 2 of them.
Yes.
And
Batavia
countless others.
and Alaric.
Don't you speak their name.
I didn't do that. Think about it for a moment. Am I truly responsible for the death? Couldn't have been Mantus either. He never got out. Who is truly responsible for both of those deaths?
Oh, come on, don't
Who
start, don't try
created-
twisting shit.
Who created Jesper? I thought it was like drew a blank there.
Oh, we still refer to him as
Oh.
Emmett.
Well, yeah, but so you've lost 3 actually, 'cause if you count Doc Brown,
Yeah, that's true.
the real Emmett.
True.
You've sacrificed so much to get to that point. And who's really responsible is Orcus. He turned the cult into what it truly was.
Who worked with the cult to further their ambitions of bringing Mantus back?
Again, don't try to play
If you weren't in power and helping them, do you really think they would have accomplished their goals as easily?
Obviously.
You can spin it however you want to spin it. But you are going to pay for your crimes that you've committed.
Listen, this can all be water under the bridge. I don't want Orcus here either. And dealing with me puts you in danger once again of losing people you care about, when you could have my help in getting rid of Orcus. I help you find your last weapon. Oh yes, I know about the weapons. I've sensed every one of them. You think Orcus hasn't? Every time you activate one of those things, it ripples across the universe.
Good. I want him to know I want him to know we're coming.
I'll help you find the last one.
We don't need your.
I'll let Palhas secede. He's got that romance going with the Jarl of Freelos, so I suppose she'll want to secede as well. Fine. I'll let them go, help you find the weapon. My army is at your disposal. You deal with Orcus, and we go our separate ways.
We don't need you to do all that. Palhas and Freelos has already been released. We can raise an army.
The council doesn't have the authority to allow Palhouse to secede. I can override them at any time I like.
Not if you're dead.
Well, it was worth a shot. I suppose you think I'm going to be easily taken care of.
No, I don't.
Good. Glad we're on the same page. Political power isn't the only thing Mantus left me with. And he raises...
Damn, I was about to shoot that fucking orb out of his hand.
I really wanted to shoot that way earlier.
He raises the orb up towards the ceiling, and you look up, like, you immediately notice a change in the lighting, and there's a dome above this room as well. And in the sky, you immediately, in the clear blue, you see a red outline over the celestial body known as the Black Star. A red aura forms around it, and you hear there's a rumbling, and you see cracks in the stone around the glass that makes up the dome. You notice the entire room shifts clockwise. It is not crumbling in, but twisting. And as the torque is finally too much for the glass to take, it shatters and heads for the ground. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, another one?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be back my character sheet now.
Twelve.
15.
18.
Alright, so you all take 8 points of piercing damage as the glass comes down to the floor. As the stonework and everything finally starts to give way, you can see you are in the center of this cyclone that is just spinning the rest of the palace, tearing it apart, tearing down the walls and spinning them around. Initially starting, some of the debris flies across the floor of the hall itself. And I need... to Mira to make another dexterity saving throw as one of the stones from the wall flies across the room.
Are we using the map map?
In a minute.
Oh, okay. I just pointed this at my eye.
Huh? What?
I just pointed the red part at my eye. 18? No, wait,
18?
18 plus 3, that's 21?
Okay, you managed to dodge a piece of stone almost as big as you as it flies across the room. As all this happened, you finally turn your attention back to him. He is now hovering above the floor, and you watch as his skin turns red. 2 extra arms grow out of the side of his body. Horns begin to protrude from his head, and he grows 4 or 5 times his normal size.
Hi, Maroon's day.
The skin of his face presses tighter against his skull until it rips open, and his skull is exposed. And by this time, most of the hall has been destroyed.
He one ugly motherfucker.
I am back.
Welcome back.
My
time.
mom called.
Oh, it's not a problem, honey. How's she doing?
She's doing good. She's checking on me.
Okay. You feeling okay, hon?
Yeah. I took a for it.
I need to move this.
What's that?
We need to move the box here.
Or put the box in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it forward.
And then my tripod thing was about the same height, so that works.
Alright. So I'm going to move my camera here.
Oh, there you go.
Just gotta change scenes.
Oh, there you are.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Ooh, what are you reaching for?
My mini.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
So I think you said that we were up here, but I'm guessing maybe Echo was not? Like she was still at the top of the stairs, maybe? Not in
No,
the
she was
room?
with us. He meant that we haven't given Echo the medallion, so he doesn't realize that she's enchanted.
Alright, can you see the map okay? Cece?
Yes.
Alright, so. Alright, is it okay if I turn this light back on so you guys can see, or...
I mean, are we able
Or
to
actually turn that one maybe a little? That do alright?
Are we able to put something to, like, kind of go over top of it?
Sounds like you have a migraine. Oh.
It's just the bright lights.
I want to bring it under.
Will end up causing a migraine for me.
Gotcha.
You know the feeling.
I'm going to put it on that side.
Don't know if it'll stretch. It won't. Will this go any further? Nope, it got muted.
Holy fuck! I like turned up my volume.
You got it back where it was?
That came out real loud.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's right on the circle one, but I mean, I guess if she can hear us.
That's where you were adjusting? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were adjusting the game.
No, I was just trying to work on the because it didn't look like it
Yeah,
was
I
set
actually
up
hit
right.
the button.
Oh, that's okay. I just realized I couldn't hear anybody.
Wait, so how much did you end up hearing before you stopped hearing us?
Not much.
All she missed was them talking about their damage, probably.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
So I must have hit the button when I
Moved it over,
the
yeah.
microphone. Yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, 3 points of cold damage.
3 points of cold damage.
Yep.
So that was halved.
Yep. All right. Second attack.
I'm gonna shoot a. Oh yeah. Alright, haste.
You're gonna cast haste on Malcolm.
Yes.
All right.
And that's it.
Against the bonus action, I think, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I have a card that just says haste. I don't have any.
Does it say if it's an action or a bonus action?
I just have a card that just says haste.
Oh, you don't have the spell in.
No. I don't
I'm
actually.
looking at that.
My cards didn't come with that one.
Probably because you didn't get one that was like an actual Horizon Walker set. You just got probably the standard.
Yeah,
Ranger
your
set.
standard. Yours is standard ranger spells.
Yeah.
I think that's what Matt got me too.
It is one action. So yeah, you wouldn't.
So I'm done.
You wouldn't be able to shoot you.
Okay. And then I have movement at least, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of take some cover.
Okay, that'll give you. We'll call that half cover.
I don't know. From here, it looks like 3/4.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. So that gives you. Let's see, where's 3/4 cover? Can't remember where it's listed.
From where the camera's sitting, it only looks like it's covering your lower region.
I mean, that's the most
Your
important
right
part.
area, yeah. You don't want to.
Yeah, that's the most important part, you know.
Why can I never remember? Because you guys almost never
Does
use
yours
cover.
work?
That's
Because I
fine.
got a bitch pregnant.
Come again, Matt?
You guys never use cover, so
What? You just cover all the time.
I think it just gives.
you don't actually call it very often.
Oh.
3/4 covers +5 bonus to AC and dexterity saving throws. Alright.
That's where you just gotta crack one open when the mirror casts fireball.
Alright, so that brings us to his turn. So do you know what the ruler thing is?
Oh, crap.
I'm not sure where you put it. You really gotta put that in one of my drawers or something.
I can move forward, you know.
I don't want it.
You just have to ask. There's a ruler.
That's the one, yeah.
I mean, I think each square is like, what, 1.5?
Would it be possible to cast that out of resin?
Possibly.
I'd say each square is 1.5.
60 feet. There. Alright. Almost dried onto the thing. So, moves forward.
Hey, buddy.
He moved forward. Oh, okay. I missed the table being smaller.
You can sit over there. You can move if you want.
No, it's not really gonna make much of a difference. You know, my thing is I keep see over there.
Gotcha. I mean, would you be able to pull up your phone? Because we've got a pretty good layout on the map. But then, like, mute yourself or something?
I wish D&D Beyond would give you the haste condition you can check off on yourself.
Alright, so. Reach 5 feet, reach 10 feet. Okay, there we go. Two of those. So first he is going to he's going to swing once at Mira with his hand that turns into a giant claw.
Oh, come on, go fuck yourself. Shield. No, wait.
You want to wait to see if he actually hits you.
Okay, never mind.
That's a reaction. You can always throw shield up.
30 to hit.
But I don't think shit's
Shield's not
gonna
gonna help you.
Sir! Damn! That's a hit!
See, here's where I wish I would have worked on making some shotguns, because this guy's gonna be up in my face.
Yeah.
7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
You might have true sight.
Oh wait, hold on. Forgot the plus.
I'll test
Forgot
that.
the what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. 15 points of slashing damage.
I called it. It's gonna be above 10.
His second attack is going to be
Oh my god, I'm about to
one of his arms. He's going to target who's there? Malcolm?
Yep.
Yeah.
One of his other arms extends and turns into a mace.
You're one gross motherfucker.
I have that sleeping poison.
29 to hit.
29 actually does hit.
I don't know.
What does this fucker add to hit?
Most of them are plus 15.
Matt was like, I'm gonna fucking kill these guys.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Would that even be like work?
11. Oh, wait, hold on.
Sleeping poison?
He might,
5, 6, 7.
even if it did hit him,
19
it probably has
points.
legendary resistance.
Bludgeoning damage.
How much?
19.
Good thing you're a tank.
I'm not a tank.
Not anymore?
No, I never really was. I just had a lot of HP and decent AC.
Yeah.
But not against plus 15. With haste on my AC is 21.
Oh, wow.
Wow, things are going to get really interesting here.
I'm looking at my inventory.
He's gonna kill us.
For some reason, the radiant grenade is still in here.
I think we've used that though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
I'm gonna try
Good luck, I found I
Sleeping
have a
poison.
bottle of poison in here for some reason.
it. Might slow him down a smidge.
Yeah.
Oops.
If I give him enough poison, he'll eventually have to fall asleep.
Alright, so since he can't reach anybody else, he is going to activate the orb and cast Wall of Fire.
Great
Something
ball of
to
fire.
Have a plan. I have a plan on my turn.
I need something.
Round. Got a 10.
I'll need more than one
Shit.
to signify it. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna. Because this line essentially here, he's going to cast it on.
Okay.
So I can mark that wall.
This wall? Right
Or
here?
this line right here, from this wall to this wall.
Right here?
Yep, he casts Wall of Fire, a 20-foot high, 1 foot thick.
My light should go through it, right?
60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Wall of Fire. I need. What is considered? Anybody within 10 feet of that line needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Would that not be like all of us?
I'm not sure.
Where's the stick?
It just says within
Oh.
within its area, so it's only 1 foot.
Okay, so it's everything on the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
So you're good for until the start of your turn.
It's just getting warm.
It's getting warm. Nobody take off your clothes.
Yeah, one side of this wall selected by you when you cast this spell deals 5/8 damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet.
So what is considered? So its area is just
Yeah, whenever you
Maybe-
cast it, the area it's actually cast on
gotcha.
takes the damage. Then if we end our turn, then
Gotcha.
So we're all gonna move back like 6 feet.
It's opaque though. You also can't see through it. All right, so that ends his turn. It is Mir's turn.
I could do Misty Step.
could miss a step right through it. Well, no, you can't. You can only misty step to a point you can see. So if it's opaque and you can't see through it, you can't misty step through it.
How high? Wait, just to be fair here too, it's 20 feet high. How tall is it?
How tall is what? I don't like this ruler as much.
Huh?
I don't like that ruler as much.
The double side.
Yeah.
Wait, who's asking about Misty
Just
Steps?
like pretty much like right at the top of
Zuko
this.
is.
Pretty much like right at the top of this wall. It'd be 20 feet.
I don't think we'd be
Okay,
able
so
to. That's the
anything
thing,
he
I
could
don't
see
know if
over
we'd be
that,
able to
if it's
miss
within
the
30 feet, you
because
won't be
we
able to
Misty
jump.
stepped into the thing, and I don't think we took a long rest.
Oh, is that a once a day thing?
I think so, yeah.
Once a day. I thought I could use it
I
multiple.
mean, I'm not 100% certain, but I think that's one of those.
Well, I think it might depend on
ones
how
that
you
actually have
got
to
it.
take a rest before
It's a
anything.
racial spell for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So all you need is a spell slot for it.
Yeah.
And he has plenty of those because he never casts spells.
Yes! How many times can I use this just to be sure?
However many spell slots you have. You used one for haste, and that was it.
I mean, I can go up to level 4.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check and make sure, make sure that we didn't forget that we used that when we made it into the thing.
But you have more than 4.
So can we see him over the wall, or he's just like behind the wall?
He's behind the wall, but I'm saying Zuko could still jump to if any of those ledges is within 30 feet and he can see it over that wall. Actually, in theory, the wall right behind him, you could jump. If that's not 30 feet, more than 30 feet away, you could jump and see over the fire.
He
Like
wouldn't
here.
see you coming. Wait, what?
Yeah, it might help, especially if he moves back any further from the wall. Because he's like right behind it. Alright, so Mira, what would you like to do?
At 14th level, you have 7, 15, 19 spell slots.
So I can use that 19 times.
18 because you use one spell slot for haste.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure. I mean, I can have fucking Misty Step like Zuko did.
I haven't done anything yet.
You've already used her fly.
Oh, sure, use her fly?
She used it when she jumped into the quorum.
She only use it once per day?
Yeah, I think that's a once a day thing, right?
It's a once every short rest. You haven't had short rest. That's Radiant Soul, isn't it?
Yep.
I feel like we waited at the bottom of the stairs for about an hour.
I think this time I'm going to probably end up using a lot of spells. Hunter's Mark?
So, Hunter's Mark is concentration,
Actually, I
I
can
believe.
end it if I wanted to. Matthew.
And I think haste is
It only lasts for an hour, though.
How long were we in that goddamn room?
Thought we were in there for like an hour.
That's a good point. If you kept it going... You've probably got... It took maybe... That speech and all that was probably at most 10 minutes, right?
Something like that.
Took you a few minutes to get down the street, a few minutes to get into the palace. You probably got a good half hour on it. I would allow it if you say that you kept it going.
I kept it going.
Okay. So, do you want to fly up then?
I do.
All right. I don't have any platforms, so if somebody could just like set her up on the wall there.
Up here?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't have any platforms because you don't remember where they are?
Correct.
I do.
Oh,
There?
Okay.
The first drawer of my black bins. Either the first drawer or the very last drawer.
Is it black bin?
Yes, black bin. And I write.
All right. How many feet up you're going?
How high can I go? Go
Give-
down here.
Well, I think it gives you a flying speed of like 30 feet.
Yeah, you're right. So, flying speed actually is 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay. So you can go up to 40 feet in the air.
I want to go at least 30 feet in the air.
Was it about 40 feet? Or wait, you said 30 feet?
Well, this is 20 feet, so...
Would it be wise to do 40 feet?
I mean, you could literally fly up and over the wall of fire.
Okay.
Not in one turn, probably.
No, probably not.
Or no, you probably could.
Yeah, she could get to immediately to the other side of the wall.
We're saying that's 30 feet.
Where's the tape measure?
Well, this is about 15 feet right here.
15.
Because the top of the wall is 20, so...
That would be about 30, right?
Yeah.
It's about. She would had to move about 10 feet horizontally, so her maximum would get.
So, I mean, that's going to be... Yeah. You don't want to end your turn 10 feet within this wall.
Oh, this side of the wall.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, yeah.
It's just that side.
Yeah.
And I just realized you guys have the flying carpet on you, so that might. God damn that thing.
I use a large crossbow to
Okay.
shoot him because I don't want to get close to that fucker. So do I cross out one of my superiority dice because I'm attacking?
No.
Okay.
Use attack.
You do that when you use a spell,
Okay.
or unless of course you want to use the superiority dice to add to your hit. You can also use them to add to your attack roll.
And that's just a D10, correct?
His crossbow? Or...
To add to the damage.
Oh, yeah.
To add to the hit.
Yep, so a d20 plus your d10 plus your modifier.
So a 19 to hit.
Exactly what you need. Roll for damage.
Six.
Alright, so 3 points of piercing damage. I assume you don't have silver bolts, right?
I don't think I have silver balls, no.
Malcolm has silver balls. Remember that being a thing.
Can I borrow your silver balls?
For your gun.
Silver bolt.
Oh,
Since he asked.
yeah, you can use my benoit ball. I mean, my silver balls.
And that would be my turn because I, wait, no. Whatever.
Nope, second attack.
Oh, okay.
Damn, a hail of thorns.
22.
22 hits.
Badass too.
What's that?
Hail of thorns.
$14.
14. So that would be 7 points of piercing damage. Alright, any move? Well, you already took your movement.
Yep.
That brings us to either Echo or Malcolm. Who wants to go first?
Doesn't matter to me. What would you like to do, Echo?
Here, if I can get a drink.
You can go first.
Okay. What is... Where's that ruler? I'm going to dive and roll through the fire,
So expecting damage.
expecting damage. I think I have to do a dex save.
Let's see. Roll side of the roll. Creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on its turn or ends its turn there. So it doesn't say anything about getting a dex save if you're intentionally.
So that's just for the initial part?
Oh, dex. Yeah, when it is initially cast, you can
Okay.
try to dodge it. But... So, yeah, 5d8.
5d8. Is that what it does for damage?
Yep.
5d8.
I know.
Okay.
I'm really hoping he doesn't roll very high, but...
Our cheap ballsy today.
God, I wish I knew where the calculator was.
What do you need?
7 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2.
Hold on. I didn't pull it up.
7 plus 6 is 13, plus 4 is 17, plus 2 is 19,
Plus 1 is
20.
So 20 points of fire damage.
Sucks.
It's
God
not,
damn, do I miss fucking
Not as
being
bad
able
as you
to,
thought.
like, do that?
it's not as much as I was...
Preparing.
Anticipating?
Yeah. Although it would have been nice if I had dex save, because that would have been 10 damage, but still.
I think
Okay.
I might need to exercise my brain
So
to be like yours.
that was my movement, because my movement speed is doubled with haste on. So I got 60 feet this way. I'm going to attack him.
Okay. Now, remember, standard ammunition is half damage.
What's that?
Since standard ammunition is going to be half damage.
I'm not using any ammunition.
Okay. Just want to make sure you remembered if you don't have silver bullets for whatever you're doing. Or
No,
it
I'm
doesn't
using
affect-
the. I mean, we'll see if
Reaper's Hand, of course, is magic. But.
Yeah, we'll see if the necrotic does anything or gets halved or anything. But so that's 26 to hit.
26 hits.
I'm using a grit point
Oh,
to
God.
do disarming shot. So he has to make an 18 strength saving throw or drop his orb.
Okay. Interesting.
And shatters.
But I will roll for damage. It's 2d8. 7.
Right. So that's the first shot, right? Here.
Yeah. 12 plus
I've got some
19 points of
I might be able to
damage.
come up with
19 points of damage.
and a DC 18 strength saving throw.
35 minus 19.
35 minus 19, you said?
Mhm.
16.
Alright, and you said a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. Or strength saving throw of 18.
Strength saving throw. Unfortunately for you, that is strength and not dexterity. 14?
No, 18.
Okay, so he drops the orb.
And it's pushed 10 feet away from me, so into the other side by the fire. Other side through the fire.
Fair enough.
Wait, so we could pick that up?
He would have to go through the fire to pick it up.
But we could pick it up.
Yeah, technically speaking, it rolled right between you and Echo. Because it rolls directly 10 feet from opposite to me, so from me. So
So from you, it would
angle,
be directly
yeah,
to
like,
me.
Like literally like right here.
Alright, as a reaction to your initial shot, everybody's within 30 feet of him, right?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, you just jumped up on the thing?
Yeah.
I don't know if I am.
I'm still kind of covered, but I don't know.
But you're
from that
within 30
vantage
feet,
point.
right?
Yes.
Yep.
I think Mira's just outside of 30 feet. Or she's at 30 feet.
Oh crap.
Yeah, she's at 30 feet.
Okay.
But she's also diagonal. I don't know. That'd be your call, Matt. I think she might be just out of 30 feet.
Well, use the tape measure, whatever it says. Put the start on his little circle thing.
Oh, on his little circle thing?
Yep.
Oh, on his little circle thing, then she's definitely.
Oh yeah, she's definitely in there. Yeah.
That is a part of him. Alright, so everybody who's within 30 feet, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I am just out of 30 feet.
21.
13.
21, 13.
No.
What Echo get?
17?
Okay,
Y'all need to buff up that wisdom.
so... No point in him even recharging that. So he lets out this inhuman, straight out of the pits of hell scream that echoes around the remains of this chamber, and all three of you are frightened.
Bye, guys.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move any closer to it.
Fuck. Okay.
You don't have to move away, but you are too terrified to intentionally go any closer to it.
And I
How long
have
does that
a
last for?
disadvantage on attacks.
Yep.
Okay.
As long as you can see him, yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And of course, if you couldn't see him, you'd have disadvantage anyway, because you don't know where you're shooting. Alright.
Crap. Okay.
Is that, you have another turn?
Oh, I still have 2 more attacks.
Okay.
And this one.
9?
Maybe.
9 plus 21 to hit.
21 hits.
I'm going to roll with the last one here, too. Ooh, 17 to hit. 17?
17 misses.
6. 8.
14 plus 7 is 21 points of damage.
Necrotic?
Yeah,
Nice.
Sorry, how was the total?
21.
21? 16 minus 21.
16 minus 21
Yep.
is 5. Or negative 5.
Negative 5.
What?
It has charges.
Huh? What? What has charges?
Oh, very slow.
Oh, that's the ammo. Remember, he has a magazine of
5.
Oh.
5, so that you don't have, because a normal crossbow, you would have to reload that during your turn. Yeah.
For a second there, I thought you enchanted his bow. I'm about to be like, hey!
Now that's you can track how many shots you fired out of it before you have to reload the magazine.
So I shot twice.
I'm going to action surge and attack again.
Okay.
I think Mirror's gonna take his head.
The first one is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That one missed.
15 misses. And a
Nat
nat
20.
fucking 20.
No. Okay. That's all with the Reaper's hand?
Yeah.
You're basically taking a whole second turn?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
That's
now?
how it works. I wasn't doing it properly before.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
17 plus... Yeah, 17 for the first attack.
95 minus 17.
You said 95 minus 17?
Mm-hmm.
78? Yeah, 78. 2, 5, plus 7 is 12, plus... You said the crit does automatic double damage, right? Is that how it works? For that 20?
It
So
does the
two-
full damage of one shot.
Plus whatever I rolled for
Plus
the first
whatever you
one.
rolled
So
for the-
12 plus 16 is 28?
Damn.
78 minus 20.
He doesn't like you.
No, he's probably going to come for my ass, which is why I'm going to end my turn with casting, or using a bonus action for... Is it a bonus action? Let me double check. Yes, bonus action for Second Wind.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
So at the end of your turn,
20
he's going to
HP.
take a legendary action.
What's the second one?
Huh?
I get Second Wind allows me to get my level plus a D10 back in HP
Okay.
once per short rest.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, because you have the 2 because you're a fighter base.
Yeah.
So it's part of the fighter toolkit.
You're outside of the 20-foot range, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh! Yeah!
Oh.
The map
Oh.
gets happy.
No.
It's not
Now
just
that-
Somebody
Okay.
might die.
Yeah.
Fucking puzzle is getting
Your
Good.
pop's gonna fall. Hi, buddy.
That's the end of his
Can you just
legendary
move to
action.
Malcolm?
Yep.
Oh,
So
shit.
he can teleport without his arcane focus?
Yep.
I definitely thought
But I'm going to.
was
Well,
arcane focus.
there's nothing written that says getting rid of that. That orb was a cosmetic thing, but because you did that, I'm giving it to you. That most of his spell casting is out of commission. Most of it, everything but what's in legendary actions.
I definitely thought that was arcane focus for a sorcerer.
That's kind of what I was thinking mentally,
Yeah.
so that's why I gave him that. Like I said, I'm only going to let him use what legendary actions until he gets that sphere back. So
Or until I it gets lost forever.
I agree.
Fair is fair.
It could just be unbreakable.
I could just put it in like a bag of holding.
You drop in your quiver of holding,
Yeah.
Whoops! No.
Alright, so Echo, it is your turn.
Sorry, bitch.
Say what?
then throw it in the wizard's door.
We don't want to do that.
No.
But I could put my quiver in the bag of holding. Those are cheaper items that can be replaced.
Yeah, but if you put it in the bag of holding, you have to hold the bag of holding open to throw the quiver of holding in there. So you're gonna have the explosion literally on you. Whereas if you threw it in the wizard's door, you can just throw it from a distance.
Oh my god, there is.
And you get sucked into an alternate plane, that adds like another 2-3
So what I do is throw the bag of holding at his feet in such a way where the opening is that the quiver can just slide in because it's hard and it can
Sorry, but
move
if
the
you want to
flaps
pull
of the bag of
a
holding.
really cool action, that you're gonna have to sacrifice yourself.
But it's Echo's turn.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
And he's flanking me, so you have advantage.
Yes, please get to the fucker.
If you can hit him.
Well, there's a
Well,
fucking firewall between me.
Yeah, the firewall.
Right now.
Don't you have Misty Step? Isn't that a bonus action?
No, because I used it already, and I can't. I don't have another. I can't use another Misty Step. Because I used it to get into the other building, and I can only use it once for rest.
So hers is not it's not regular ghost?
Yeah, she got it a different way than he did.
Okay, question: how tall is the wall near Mira?
That gray wall behind her?
Yeah.
I think that's 40 feet-ish.
How much movement do we have?
Standard 30 feet.
Okay. How tall is the wall behind me?
30 feet.
I mean, you could just roll through the fire, just saying.
I'm not gonna do that.
I did. I
Actually,
took
no,
20 points of damage.
let's do that.
Alright, so you're gonna run through the fire?
The
Yeah.
fire and the flames. I can't run. That's the vibes I'm having right now. Dragon Force through the fire and the flames.
Alright, 7 plus 6
7
Plus-
plus 6 is 13.
plus 5
18.
plus 3
21.
plus 2.
23.
23 points of fire damage as you cross through the wall.
Oh, she only has 9 HP. There, we'll probably get it.
Somebody could move her mini to 30 feet forward.
Echo's gonna die.
Oh, wait.
She was like right there. With...
I think it should get her just to the other side of the wall.
Oh, it gets her quite a bit towards 30 feet's like right here.
Alright, so Echo braces herself and charges through the wall. Readies her whatever weapon she's using.
I'm gonna do the Shadow Daggers.
Okay.
Oh, you're not. I don't know. Could she get to him?
She can throw him.
Oh, she can.
Yeah, I can throw them.
Come on, Craig.
29.
29. That's
Yep.
a hit.
It's a 17. She was really close to crit.
Roll for damage.
I like how you can see our rolls.
What's that?
The rolls.
Oh, I wasn't.
Yeah, if you roll on D&D Beyond, everybody in the
Okay.
campaign can see it.
That's awesome.
Eleven.
Alright. So Echo throws her first dagger, strikes him in the shoulder with one of the shadow blades. Are you doing an off? Oh wait, did you add sneak attack damage?
No, I didn't.
She forgot.
Yeah, he's pretty much flanked at this point, so you have it. You had advantage. We forgot to tell you, and you have sneak attack damage.
7d6. What's the thing though? Like she gets. I don't think I think she only gets 1 attack per turn.
But she can still do if she has
Offhand,
weapons.
yeah,
Yeah, she can do an
it
offhand
twice.
attack. But she can't use sneak attack damage second time.
But they get that really bursty sneak attack damage if they're flanked. So that's their bread and butter. If he's gonna get up in my fucking face, better do that sneak attack damage.
Wait, how many d6?
How many d6?
7d6.
Okay.
And they all roll 6s.
6.
That's 42
One of
damage.
those fucking anime moments where she just turns into pure light and like nukes the entire city in the
That's
process.
42.
16.
16 points of.
Yep.
Oh, I could have did one more attack.
Oh well.
Alright, he's looking pretty fucked up here. Alright, that's the end of your turn. Oh, wait, no, sorry, offhand attack.
Oh yeah.
Throw that second dagger.
So, second dagger, you just don't add the.
Just don't add the sneak attack, and it's just normal damage, right?
So, yeah, don't add your. What is it? Yeah, don't add your modifier to the damage either, right? That's what it's.
Yeah, unless she has the.
So it's just
dual
1d4?
wield feat.
Yep.
Okay.
Assuming you hit, but I'm pretty sure you hit.
28.
28 hits. So 1d4.
Keep accidentally picking up a d6, and then realizing that's the wrong one. 4.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough. Alright, end of your turn. Again, because this is under legendary actions, it's one of the only spells he can still cast. It's already one. Okay, he uses up the remainder of his legendary actions for this round. And you're the only one within 20 feet, right?
Yep.
5. Does he pick you up and throw you across the room
Oh my god, I hope not.
through a wall?
He spreads out all 4 arms at an equal distance, and a flashing arc connects between the 4 hands as a sphere of electrical energy flies out 20 feet. Or 10 feet in each direction, I suppose. Or no, 20-foot radius. Yeah. So 10 feet on each side. Make a dexterity saving throw.
That's awesome because I have advantage on them because of haste. 20.
Let's see. That was a fail, and you take 17 points.
I use Indomitable reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I still failed.
Okay. You take 17 points of lightning damage.
It's worth a try, right?
Yep.
Whoa. Not 170, 17.
Bye! die.
Instant death.
Haven't we come across a couple that were close to that?
Yeah,
I know. I
feel like you
got it.
almost got hit hard enough. Not only that.
I got hit once and it took like 50 points.
Yeah, and I think there was one time you came close to hitting the insta-death condition of being hit so hard that it's like as much as your maximum damage.
Yeah, probably.
T-Rex.
It's a lot harder now because you guys are your HP is a lot higher. But, all right, so that's the end of his legendary actions. And it's actually the start of the next turn because he doesn't have his Shadow Mastiff. That brings us to Zuko. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna pick up the orb.
Okay, so can you move his character over to where it would have landed?
Just like at the cross. Yeah.
Alright, so you grab the orb.
Yep, put it in my bag of holding.
Alright. It's a bonus action, right? To open the bag, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. Alright, so what do you want to do with the rest?
That's just 10 feet from the fire wall.
Yeah, give me 10 for the way.
Okay. Then I will Misty Step to here. If you want to check me, make sure that's 10 feet, more than 10 feet away.
Yeah, maybe like right at 15 feet.
15 feet? Okay. Let me mark that down before I forget.
And he should be easily visible from that angle.
Yeah, then do I have... That's it?
Bonus action to pick up the orb, and you use your action to Misty Step, so nope.
Okay.
At least I'm getting in position.
Alright. That brings us to him.
He's gonna attack me 4 times.
Or he's gonna go after me because I have sword.
Or he's gonna go after me.
But he's really pissed at me right now.
True.
Yeah, he is definitely looking horrible, and he's getting super pissed off. Alright.
Tell our guy I love her.
Alright.
Browser history.
So, first, he uses one of the arms you haven't seen yet, which turns into a large set of teeth.
Oh my god.
He reaches down and, like, tries to chomp you on the shoulder.
Oh no.
Decrit.
No.
Probably.
34 to hit.
Yes. You got 19, I take it.
Yeah. 34 to hit. That is... Ooh, this one's good.
At least it wasn't a crit.
Yeah, it wasn't a crit. Alright, so start with 16 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
So 16 points of piercing damage?
Yep.
Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yep.
That's a 28.
It's gonna count for something.
Yeah, nice. It's good, because otherwise you would have been poisoned. And not normal poisoned either. More like can't regain hit points and
Like, oh, like...
take damage every turn.
Oh my fucking god, can we just rip this guy's head off?
Oh, it's he going down.
Do it. Can I keep his head as a trophy?
You can.
Better fly your ass on over here and cut it off.
Alright. So, second he hits you with the claw.
The claw! Did we all do the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
From,
Liar, liar.
Oh,
30 to hit.
Yes.
I was thinking from Get Smart. The claw? The claw?
I was thinking liar, liar.
12 points of slashing damage. Oh wait, sorry.
I don't have resistance to anything but necrotic, so
20 points of slashing damage.
oh wait, what did I just take off then? What'd you initially say?
I initially said 12.
So 20 you said?
20 total.
Okay, so you 8. Okay.
All right, and then you don't have a melee weapon out, do you? So he's going to fly to the next nearest person, who's Echo.
Oh, you back off my fucking wife, you bitch!
One crit, she dead. Just
Really?
Oh no!
she has like 63 hit points. Well, I mean I have 68, so.
All right. Next, he's going to use his pimpin' hand,
His pimp hand.
his mace hand.
Where's my money?
26 to hit.
That hits.
Let's see. I don't remember what that looks like.
Can I use uncanny dodge?
I was about to say, don't you have uncanny dodge?
Yeah, you could as a
Yeah,
so
I
as a
didn't
reaction, you'd be
realize- I
having the
forgot about
damage,
that.
right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I mean that's why it doesn't. That's why I was like, it's okay her HP is lower than ours because she dodges.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
One of my dice bounced out of the tray.
I always seem to forget that I have uncanny dodge.
Well, I mean, you don't get hit very often, but you should kill stuff before it can target anybody.
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that halved?
Wait, is that half?
Yep, that's halved.
So 7.
So it was like 28.
Do you have any health potions on you?
I have one.
Can I see that? Where's the tape measure thing?
Yeah, it's not a tape measure.
Well, I don't know what else to call it.
It's a ruler.
It's a rule.
So that was only 20. Alright, so he kind of does a bouncing V. After hitting Malcolm, he hits Echo once, and then he flies up at an angle and goes after Mira with his last arm.
My wife. Very nice.
I don't like how dangerously close he's starting to get to me.
Trying here.
Oh, sorry. Before he hits Mira, Echo, you have an opportunity attack.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, because you have your
Yeah,
daggers out, so you can slash him as he's going away.
I guess that is. I guess he is leaving her threatened range because he'd have to be like right out here. So yeah.
Okay, so how do you do opportunity again?
You make one attack. You can make one melee attack as somebody leaves your range.
Alright. Then I'm gonna do the opportunity.
Your face is perfectly behind the dice tower, and it's kind of funny.
Really? I'm short. Well, I'm also sitting on a really short
27?
27?
Yep.
That's a hit. So what's the damage?
Would that be the normal 1d4 plus 7?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys think you could
10,
rotate that
10.
board 180 degrees without knocking anybody over?
The whole board?
Yeah.
180?
So all the way around.
Yeah. She's right. Sorry, what was the damage? Oh, yeah.
10.
10 points.
1 casualty.
That's okay. You can put her back up there.
Oof. Alright, so you slash him in the back as he's flying away.
Is that 180 degrees?
Yes.
I just realized Echo never should have been able to run through that wall of fire, but this is what happened when I don't pay enough attention. She was frightened.
Oh. Well, she just can't move any closer 2. Well, I guess.
Yeah, she was closing the distance.
Oops.
But that's okay. That's my bad for not paying attention. Actually, technically, Zuko's the only one that made a proper move in that case because he technically was moving away still. All right. So
Well, Mira hasn't moved at all.
No, I haven't.
Her turn.
yeah, I know. Yeah, she hasn't moved at all since before he did that.
But I wasn't sure if I could move out of my turn.
No, you can't move out of your turn.
Then I can't move.
Yeah, I just realized we're only on round 2 and this is almost over.
Do you have any boom boom bolts? Like, do you have any of your special bolts?
I don't think so.
Brain fart, brain fart.
You gotta use them all on Klizmir.
I think you're right.
Some of these are glued, some of them are not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of them are free moving. 29 to hit.
Does 29 hit Mira?
Can I shield?
It only has what, 2?
Yeah, no.
No.
She rolls for the total.
Ah.
She rolls the superiority dice to determine how much it adds to her AC.
That's a D10.
I forgot about that change. Yep.
What's your AC normally?
17.
You roll how much?
29.
Was that
I thought you said 29.
14 plus 15?
29.
29.
You can't roll high enough to shield her.
16 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is the end of his turn. Near it's yours, and he is right there up in your face.
So where you normally can't move closer to him, he's already there, so you can still attack him with your sword. You just have disadvantage, I think.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to use the crossbow at point blank.
How long does that last for?
What?
Being frightened.
One minute. Which is typically longer than a combat, so.
I thought each turn took a minute.
No, I think each turn's 6 seconds. Right?
What's that?
Each turn's about 6 seconds.
Yep. Well, each round, yeah.
I would like to use Sayuna's heart with a radiant charge.
Okay.
I just can't remember how much the charge was.
Oh, you don't have to charge it anymore. That was the old version, the Hellish Ritter blade.
Oh.
Sayuna's heart, I don't think takes a charge for.
It's weird. I kept thinking 3 charges for some reason.
So then what can I do?
Oh wait. Yeah, well, yeah, you charge the blade. You can choose whether or not you want the radiant damage,
Watch by killing
Oh,
next to me.
okay.
but it's not like you can only do it so many times. Anytime you use it, you can use the charge.
Yeah,
So I
I
can't
want to use the
attack.
radiant damage, so
Okay.
what's
Could.
the damage for that to add to the...
It adds 1d10 on top of the blade regular
You can attack.
blade of
You just have
damage.
disadvantage.
And remember, you also have your special features. If you want, you can make it a drain attack, which would take however much damage you do to him total, you could give to your party.
Yes.
Alright, so roll for attack.
If you hit him. Disadvantage.
I know.
Hmm?
So roll again.
Disadvantage. She's frightened.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
23.
23 hits. You got 23
Did
with
you roll
disadvantage.
Yeah. I can prove it.
Holy shit.
Wow,
Wait,
she rolled
does-
23 the first time.
Huh?
She rolled 23 the first time.
How
She
much
quit
was
the
it?
first time. No, I don't think she crit.
Wait, so what was the second roll?
22. 22.
Okay.
Was it 32 or 22?
32.
Good lord.
Alright, so go ahead and roll for damage, which would be 1d8 plus 8 and then 1d10. Because D&D Beyond is stupid when it comes to homebrew shit.
That would be 21.
For both?
For both? Oh wait, I have to roll again for damage?
Well, okay, so that's the 1d8 plus 8 and the 1d10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. I just added plus 10 like the game. Sorry, hold on. hold on. I'm sorry, you guys. $21.
21 points of damage? Alright. So you have 21 health points you can divvy out. What do you want to do with them?
She's gonna give them all to Echo. Let's be real.
No, I want to see if I can split that evenly among my peers.
Oh, I'm good. Don't.
He
worry
hasn't
about
been
it.
hit yet, I don't think.
I've only been hit
Okay,
once.
Malcolm and
I'm not.
Echo.
I'm good.
Okay. So, 7, or... brain fart.
One of us can take 11, one can take 10.
Who's hurting the
Or
worst?
her. Do you need health too? That'd be 7 each.
I can do second wind. Isn't that a bonus action?
Yeah.
So I can do second wind and heal myself like that.
So Echo can take 11, I'll take 10.
Okay. So, you don't have to worry about taking second wind, Mira, because how do you want to do this?
What?
Off his head.
Damn it!
You always get the guy.
You always
Okay?
get to keep the mini!
About time it's somebody
We'll step up
different.
your fucking damage. No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
She's gonna cut off the head and keep the head. Let's.
100%. You guys know me.
You're gonna fly up like 5 feet. Shink!
You tried to manipulate our destiny. To make us change our minds so you can stay in power. Well, guess who's in power now, bitch? Fucking cut his head off.
Okay, so it's a follow-up. So, you're using your second attack as the killing blow?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, and you said, I'm sorry, you're doing
Got
what?
it. She pulled a Thanos.
How are you, like, are you just slashing him, or are you cutting his
I
head
just spoke to him.
Yeah, I got that
And I
part.
slapped, and I
Slashed his head.
want to slash his head off.
Okay.
Heads will roll.
So we killed him in like 12 seconds.
Okay.
The guy
Less
got
than
so
12 seconds,
fucking
because we
cocky.
got about halfway through the initiative on the second round. Oh wait, I guess though technically all turns are happening simultaneously, so yeah, 12 seconds. But you guys got hurt. I mean, there was a lot of damage doled out.
Oh yeah, if there was another round, we were gonna be looking pretty shaky.
We were gonna be like fucking crawling out of the damn.
If this is any kind of indication of how the last battle with Orcus is gonna go, we're gonna need some healing.
Yeah.
Oh, the best part is you can't just kill Orcus straight out.
Really?
He goes by terrestrial rules. Well, to slightly less extent.
Well, don't let us know now. Let us find out in the fight.
Yeah.
You don't want us to plan for it.
Oh, there's no plan. The key factor is there's nothing but luck that's going to finish it off.
Oh my god. Okay.
So that means the campaign could, in theory, never end.
I mean, that battle in theory could never end.
I mean, that battle in theory could end when all of our HP is gone.
That's true. Well, I'll get him in a second. Alright,
Mirror
we'll take
can't
a
die,
quick
though.
pause. Take it. Worst possible.
The amulet.
What's that?
Her amulet.
Keeps me from making that saving throws.
Well, yeah, but who's gonna revive you?
True.
A weary traveler that comes by.
Just walks into Orcus' stronghold through an army of undead.
Hey, you never know. Stranger things could happen.
Deckard Cain just walks in. Stay a while and listen.
Our next characters in the next campaign.
They show up here and just revive. Wait. Why is this person dead?
Meta.
Why are you here?
Why are they almost dead?
Yeah, like they're not dead,
But they're
they're not
dead.
alive. Who the fuck is this?
Flip over the body. Oh shit!
It's one of the champions. It's champion of Sayuna.
I gotta use the back real quick.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing. He doesn't usually wake up help like that. He'll cry a little bit, but he doesn't scream.
She's gonna use the bathroom.
Okay.
So did that go faster than you anticipated?
A little bit. But I designed this fight mostly to hurt hard in a short period of time, just in case you guys did run through them really fast.
Gotcha. Well, I think you did a good job with that.
Oh, thank you. Did he have damage resistance?
He had quite a few damage resistances.
Well, no, I mean, isn't there something where you have to like do so much damage or you don't damage him at all?
Oh no, he didn't have a thing like that.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, he didn't have that.
Yeah, because I know like some legendary enemies like if they have like if you don't do more than like say 15 damage, you don't damage him at all.
Wow. I wonder what that orb does.
I thought it was just arcane focus. A lot of sorcerers, I think it's sorcerers, right? Or is it wizards that have arcane focus?
Well, druids have druidic focus. Yeah, I think sorcerer have an arcane focus usually.
It's what they use to like focus their spellcasting abilities. Without it, they can't have like their full.
Well, that's
Spell
kind of
book.
what
You
happened.
pulled a hook.
Yeah. What's that?
I was letting her know she pulled a hook.
I pulled him up.
Yeah. It's alright, just we'll deal with it later.
I'm gonna see it.
That will be a hooker later.
Alright, so Mira, as you see him leave Malcolm and charge towards Echo, you immediately find yourself filled with rage as he strikes out at her. Your anger is amplified, and he jumps up towards your direction. For a moment, you're happy because he's simplifying the process of you getting your revenge. So you slash once across his chest as he charges forward and strikes you. You don't even flinch at the shot and drag your sword across his chest. You give him your speech, and then you bring the blade back and chop off his head.
See, a large man touched tips as a finishing move. My thing is beheading and keeping the head.
Now, does it turn into like a regular head?
It's a good question.
Nope, just like with the werewolf, when
That's-
the head is detached, it
Okay.
keeps its form.
That one would be kind of cool if it went back to the Emperor.
And now we could just like walk out into the outside the palace and just like show his head like, people, you're free.
Are they though?
He also a cat person.
No, he is not. He is a human.
Really?
All right, so as you chop the head off, the rest of the skin falls away, so you end up with this vaguely bovine-looking skull with horns. The rest of the body turns to bright red light for a moment as it shrinks back down, and you see his normal human head still attached as his body falls, but the demon skull falls separately, and you have that.
Hey, so you can have two heads.
Alright, so technically, as he returns back to human, he has full hit points, but that's a 30-foot drop at least, right?
Yeah.
So the fall to the marble puts him just on the edge of death in of itself. And he's coughing up blood.
It's
The
my
wall
turn.
fire disappears. What?
Malcolm,
It's my turn.
Malcolm's gonna be a dick.
Malcolm,
What?
give him his final readings.
Oh no.
Alright, so are you slowly flapping your wings as you come back down the floor
yeah.
like a vengeful angel?
Yep.
So she killed the demon form.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm walking up. and I'm going to kill his human form. After...
In a moment.
Well, Zuko's gonna kind of like do one of these cool little skips and jumps and slides. Jump, and then slide down this brick right here.
Easy enough. It's all very highly polished stone, so gives you very little resistance. Slide against it.
Legolas saying some shit over here.
All right. So
Parkour.
as he smacks into the marble and is coughing blood and trying to regain his composure, you all gather around him as a group. Malcolm approaches with his weapon drawn. You aim Reaper's hand at him, I'm sure.
Yes.
Which glows red.
Which I don't think I know what red means yet.
I think it's. I believe red is demonic.
Oh.
It's red or orange. One of the two is
Demonic.
Did you ever like write any of these things down?
one is devil, one is fiend, quote unquote. Whichever one is devil. So he looks up at you kind of defiantly as you're raising this weapon, and you suddenly hear footsteps on the staircase at the end of the room. What do you do?
Do we wait to see who's coming up the steps?
I'll look.
You see, as she's going up the stairs, you see the head of Alexandra cresting over the top as she hurriedly tries to get up the staircase.
I tell Malcolm, hold off. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I still I really have the fucking hammer drawn, and I'm like...
Alexandra slows down as she reaches the stop, and she hears Zuko say, hold off, and she slows her pace a little bit.
That doesn't mean slow down. Hurry up.
She was rushing up the stairs trying to keep it from happening before she got here, so now she's able to...
He's not going to hold off forever, you know.
My trigger finger's hungry.
She tries to make her way through the circle of you and get to her brother. Wait. He goes wide-eyed when he sees her, completely taken aback that his sister is still alive. Sister! And he coughs up more blood. She grabs him around the shoulder and lifts his head off of the marble. Sister! They're trying to kill me. Shh! I know, it's alright.
Just take it.
I'm sorry. I know you are. Please don't let them kill...
Really?
I just couldn't stand living in your shadow. Bastard son, I never had a chance. She shushes him again, and she puts her hand on his face in what first appears to be a very kind, calming gesture. But you notice a kind of rigidity to her fingers, very specific placement of her hand. And he repeats, please don't let them kill me, and says, shh, I won't. It's alright. And you notice, after a few moments of her having her hand on his face, he goes wide-eyed again, and he seems to be struggling to breathe even more. Starts shaking a bit, and you see blood starting to come from his eyes and ears, and he's coughing up even more than what he was from the impact with the floor. And you hear a muffled scream through the blood that's coming up from his throat. And he shakes, and you can see in his eyes that he is in the absolute most excruciating pain anybody could ever experience. And for a few moments he shakes, and then finally stops, and his head lolls out of the grip of her hand. And
Our musical timing was good.
Yeah.
after a few moments, she says, "I forgive you." And she kind of unceremoniously lets him slip out of her arm, looks at him for a moment, then gets out of the kneeling position, doesn't look at any of you, and she looks towards the back, towards where the throne was, and you can see a large gap in the wall back there where you can see a courtyard garden that sits behind the throne room. And without saying a word to any of you, she just walks that direction, steps through the hole in the wall, and goes for a walk in the garden. And eventually disappears from your immediate view.
Do we follow her?
What the
Do we
fuck?
follow?
She didn't give you any indication that she wanted to be followed. She looked like... She kind of like oh, I remember that, and she just goes walking off like nothing happened.
Holy crap!
This bitch is just as crazy as he is.
So, after watching Alexandra murder her own brother in a very brutal way...
I thought we had to be the ones to do it.
That's what I thought too. She implied it.
Are you gonna put her out of her misery now?
Death was not served.
No,
Somebody's gotta die. Red Fern.
I mean, technically though, she is dead.
Yeah.
Wait. When she walks away, can I point Reaper's hand at her and see if there's a glow to it?
Oh dear God.
She wouldn't notice.
Yeah, you can point it towards her.
Oh man.
I would say... I can't say that the Reaper's hand would have no reaction to her. So I'm making this was unplanned. I did not expect you to do this. So I am going to say it glows white and flickers, almost like it's being overloaded.
What the fuck does white mean?
Yeah, we never discussed white.
No, we never did.
We know what purple is.
Yeah. Well, purple was the mystery color.
Purple ended up being someone
Yeah.
who's lived past their time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, technically speaking, she was supposed to die. Kind of.
Kind of.
So the Reaper's hand is part of you now. So I'm going to say, while at first you're shocked by and confused by the way it's reacting to her, and based on what you know and the feeling you are getting from Reaper's hand, you think it just means dangerous on a cosmic level.
Oh jeez.
That
And
bitch is
it
crazy.
makes sense to you because you know what she is. She has an ability to see the threads of the future and essentially pull on them. She has a massive amount of power, her and her organization. She is able to see things that are as well beyond what anybody else can see. And you almost get the feeling that Reaper's hand in of itself is a little terrifying.
Oh shit.
You need to become friends with her.
Yeah. We
I'm
want
scared.
them
We kinda are.
Pretty good side.
Oh, I'm not scared.
I dare you.
I'm not gonna go after her.
After all she's done for us.
So after being tortured and finished off by his sister,
She ain't done much for us.
Not
Let's be
much,
real.
no.
the Emperor of
She
former
cock-blocked
Emperor
you.
She did cock block.
former Emperor of Earrenia lays dead on the floor of his throne room.
And there's no throne here anymore?
The throne would have been knocked over by one of those rocks. That's what I'm gonna say because the 3D print did not work.
Oh, it failed again?
Yeah, only thing the legs built, but the throne and the seat back didn't. But you look around, the cyclone has finally stopped spinning. Everything, debris of the palace has come to a rest.
All right, now we're gonna loot the castle
Yep.
and the body, obviously.
I'm sorry for giving them the idea.
Oh, you
And
did
how
not
much
prepare
time
for
do we
that.
have?
Come on, this is us we're talking about.
How much golden painting and priceless art did we get?
You can collect, I'm gonna say probably hundreds of thousands of gold pieces worth of stuff. And if you're going through the palace and grabbing anything of value that hasn't been destroyed in the process of the palace being ripped apart, I'm gonna say you're gonna have hundreds of thousands of gold pieces worth of stuff. All of it's going to be very difficult to fence, but you have it.
That's okay.
So at any point you say you want to grab something from the collection and try to sell it off, you let me know and we'll do the skill checks to to get it fenced. But you guys are practically you're set for life as it is.
So we're just looting.
And you have
Okay,
passive
we're set for
income.
life, but we want to set, our children's children's
Great-grandchildren,
children.
1,000 years down the line. We don't even know where our money came from. It's
Still here.
we just know we're filthy
With
fucking rich.
with
and
a
no
small loan of 2,000 gold pieces from my father.
Who's our rich friend with the lions? Are we richer than him
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, you are easily out. I think you have him outpaced, especially considering he's about to ready to get rid of him.
We still gotta take one of those too.
Can we at least where's he gonna live now though if he's gotta step down?
I mean, nobody says he has to give up his property.
Oh, I'm just wondering.
Actually, one of the reasons he was moved to where he was, is because when the Empire took over the province, they didn't want the king still living in the castle, so to speak. So he has his separate estate outside of the city, and the old castle, what's left of it, is the Lord Mayor's. But anyway, so he is dead. You guys go loot the palace, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, and you eventually make your way back to the quorum, I assumed, or
I mean, is there a reason for us to go back
do you
to
head back to the
quorum?
tavern?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Assume you would rendezvous with everybody else at some point somewhere.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say yeah, because I mean, there's no point for us to go back to the quorum because Alexandria's here. I doubt the Jarl stayed there, probably.
Right? This is not this is not Skyrim. They're not gonna stand there waiting for us to come back.
Right? True. All right, so you head back to the
Where
tavern.
do we think the Jarl would go? Do we
I think everybody's eventually going back to the tavern.
Yeah, I think they would all go back to the tavern.
All right, so you make it back to the tavern. You meet up with most of the crew, including Ethan, who says, "You guys look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right?"
Do we tell her?
Yeah. I need a drink.
What's that?
Do we tell her?
About what?
Everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Ethan.
Yeah.
So you tell her what you saw inside the palace, the final moments between Alexandra and her brother, and she looks.
Like she saw a ghost.
No, she
Along
looks
with us?
frustrated but not surprised. Remember, she's the one who said she had an off feeling about the woman. That much power makes just about anybody unstable. Part of me almost wishes she would take the throne back, because she'd be a lot less dangerous as an empress than what she is.
Ultimate cosmic power. Living space.
All right, I know this borders on treason, but I think for the time being we don't bring this up with the king.
Yeah, he's the king now.
Officially speaking, yeah. Paul has his kingdom until he, of course, this is all over and he has to step down. But for now, he is king.
And even then, we're gonna try to form a democracy and get him elected.
That technically is within the rules of the deal. He's giving up his throne and taking up an office.
Dictatorship.
I don't think that would qualify. But, chairman or president or prime minister.
Yeah, maybe he gets duly elected, then just doesn't give up his power ever.
All right.
He's put on the
He
ribs.
becomes the Supreme Court.
I am the Senate.
Yep.
All right, but she says, for the time being, until this is all over, we don't bring this up with the king. I think she might be a threat. Something we're gonna have to think about when Orcus is gone.
Maybe 20 years after Orcus is gone?
Maybe.
Big Bad Campaign 2?
But for now, we don't want the king distracted or questioning his allies, right?
Right.
We'll tell him after he gives up the throne.
Yes. When this is all over, I think, even though he has to step down,
Just like we were yelled at about the dragon.
we definitely want him to know about that when this is all over, because I don't think it'd be good for us to give her... to continue to treat her as a trusted ally within Palhas after this is all done. Worst case scenario, hopefully, is that she simply moves on and she's not our problem anymore, right? Alright, glad we're all on the
20
same
years.
page.
As long as she doesn't pull threads and find out that we're talking about her and then come and tries to kill us.
Oh my god.
If she knows you're talking about her, she knew you were talking about her before. She doesn't presently know. Or she knew you were going to talk about her. But eventually the Jarl does join you. Looks like he's gained some gray in his mane after hashing out all the political details with the quorum. But while he looks tired, he looks happy. Thank you for all your help. I assume the Emperor is taken care of. I haven't seen
raises the
Alexandra.
demon's skull.
She's going to need some time alone after that.
Yeah, he's taken care of.
Well, Palhas Kingdom is officially its own sovereign nation. It is officially a member of the Quorum. Details have been hashed out with the trade route and a bunch of other boring stuff you probably don't care about. But the most important information for you is that we have discussed the military situation at hand. All troops are going to be pulling back. Many regiments will be returning to their home portions of the Empire. A defensive perimeter is going to be created a good distance from the mass of the cancer that is Hain. And we should be able to effectively hold back Orcus's forces without putting any soldiers in harm's way for the time being. Give us some time to recuperate, get us out of the brunt of winter, and
Winter's coming. Winter's leaving.
let me double check this before I say something on the record that doesn't work.
Yeah, so I think
So slow.
I want to see if that orb has any magic powers.
after what we've had happen today, we might need to rest and celebrate a little bit. Celebrate something.
Celebrate the fact that we are fucking alive.
Well, I think for the next month or so, yes. I definitely think you all should take a break. The
Before we go to the last weapon.
pressing matters are complete. Our get is due in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks.
No, take a month off, too.
Oh, we're not talking about
Oh, how far out do you want the wedding to be?
Right after the kid pops out.
I was gonna say maybe I talked to Argat, but I think maybe she probably wants to have the baby before we get married.
For the wedding? So, okay.
Nobody wants to get married
You
9 months pregnant.
Okay.
Can you imagine
So a few
walking
weeks
down the
out.
aisle?
All right, well,
Fucking wallowing down the aisle. What are you talking about?
I will be remaining in the Imperial City for
Till the very
probably the next
day.
week while we finalize all of this. But I encourage you all to take respite. I will see you back in either Palha City or Anexa. Keep me apprised of anything pressing, and I will see you soon. For now, I am going to go take a much needed rest.
He's resting. He was sitting in the fucking crystal doing nothing.
yeah.
All right. So, well, he's been at the quorum for an hour or so, just talking politics. But
Oh, it took us longer than an hour to raid that castle. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So, do we think they're going to rebuild the castle?
Or are they going to leave
nobody
it
has
ruins?
informed you what the plan is at this point.
It's ours.
Just wait till somebody walks in there.
Everything's gone.
So, as you guys spend, I assume you have some drinks and celebrate the victory, trying to put the horrible images of what happened out of your mind. Mir has a demon skull.
I
I have an orb.
Do we think there was like a golden goblet somewhere?
Probably.
I'm going to drink out of that.
Okay. Just blade has the logo along the
He goes
side
to pour in a glass. You're like, no.
and the Emperor's name. That's funny. That looks exactly like the Emperor's cup.
Really good copy.
It's a really good replica.
They sell them souvenirs down by the docks.
So as you take a night of revelry and prepare for a nice long break from the adventure, that is where we are going to end our session. All right. So the next episode of Winds of Earrenia should be released about 1 month from now, which will be February 15th-ish, somewhere around there. Thank you everyone who watched on VOD. We are coming closer and closer to the end of this adventure, and we appreciate you following along with us so far. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.